Should we start the whole thing over? Will we just
Probably.
stop and then start from the
Yeah,
beginning?
this is like hot garbage. Like,
Hey, welcome to the podcast this week. I'm Pete. I got Vince. I got Brandon with me. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Last week, we talked about our $500 smart home. We each had a budget, $500. What could we get to make our home smart for that? Answer was not much, not a whole lot. But we did the best we could.
Hey, I thought we did a pretty good job. And for the record, right now, my $500 home is on sale for Prime Day for $350.
Hey!
So, woo!
Nice. Yeah, so good job with that. I thought you were going to say, for the record, your smart home was the best, and that is incorrect, as we all know.
Well, we're going to have to throw up a poll, and we'll see.
Yeah, we will,
it's a great idea.
definitely do
In
that.
In addition to the poll about our awesome name for said podcast.
Right. Definitely. We're looking for new names, the podcast to be named later. But yeah, so we did we had a lot of fun with that, but we're up on our budget to $1,000 this week. Now your home, it does not have to build off the $500 from last week. You can start fresh if you want to. You can keep some of the things, but we're all new $1,000 budget for your smart home. Vince went first last week. Brandon, let's go. What do you got for our $1,000 smart home?
All right. So I got a little cheat sheet here. Yes, I know it's paper. Well, a techie guy, but I have some old school tendencies. But so I did carry over some things from my $500 home, although there are parts where I've decided to upgrade. And so one of those is going to be the lock. You know, I feel like when you're on a budget, Eufy is a great bang for your buck, but I am a Schlage guy. I love it. I love Schlage. It's a tried and true brand. It's one of the oldest lock manufacturers, I think, ever. I don't know how long they've been around, but a long time. It's a very reliable brand.
They have those old
and
keys
I love
with
the
just
encode.
the 2 points.
the skeleton keys.
Yeah, the skeleton keys. Yeah.
No, but so Schlage is trusted, very reliable, and I love the encode. I think the aesthetic is really good. The keypad lights up a little bit, and it's got a nice feel to it. It has a key for backup. It's Wi-Fi, good battery life, all around great lock. Since we're on a $1,000 budget, I want to go too crazy and get the Plus. The Plus would add like Apple Home Key, so you could just walk up and use your phone. But I figured for the money, we're gonna go with just the encode. So that was $300, and that's full retail. That's full retail though. So most of the time, you're probably gonna pick it up for like $250. So
still, that's a quarter of your
the
budget.
rules were that we were basing it off retail. So that was a pretty big jump up for me, but I think the quality is there, and it plays nice. It integrates with like almost every other device, and you don't need a module or anything to get it connected. It's just straight Wi-Fi, good battery life. And so my thermostat, I'm sticking with Ecobee.
Okay.
At this point, I think you could go, before I was saying Ecobee Lite, I think you could just get the regular Ecobee. You're not going to have quite enough money for sensors yet, but maybe that's something you add later, or if it's on sale, then you could get the package with the sensor. But I still love Ecobee. I love the GeoFence. I think it's the best thermostat out there. So,
all right.
I
concur with that.
So this is a new addition here.
Okay.
I added lighting. I love Lutron. I just don't feel like I have enough budget for Lutron.
I'm in your boat there, yeah. So, those switches are what, $70 a piece for just the switches for Lutron?
Like 60, 70, yeah. And then you got the hub, the bridge. Right. So a little bit out of the price point. I didn't want to go with Wi-Fi though. So I wanted to at least make sure I got something a little bit more reliable. So I'm actually going with, in Brighton, Zigbee switches. They're a good bang for your buck. They're $40 each.
Yep.
And so at the end, we're going to figure out how much we have left over, and that's how many switches we're going to get.
Gotcha.
So there's plug and play a little bit. Maybe you want more or less. But to power that, of course, we're going to need a Zigbee hub.
Yep.
Or in this case, we're going to go with an Echo. So the Echo has the Zigbee built into it. So there we go. I think Echo Show 8 actually has Zigbee as well. We'll verify that. If not, then just a regular Echo. But basically, at the end, you're going to buy as many Echoes and switches as fits the budget. Yeah.
Okay.
So next up, a doorbell. I changed out the Eufy lock, so I might as well change out the Eufy doorbell. So now we're going to go with the Ring. I specifically went with the Ring Plus, which is the old Ring Pro for mass confusion. For a while there was Ring Pro 2, which is now just called Ring Pro, and Ring Plus is the $150. So, yeah, very weird. The key here is that I'm recommending the wired version that doesn't require a chime. So it works with your existing chime. For me, that's important. One, because I don't want to replace batteries on a doorbell. I just want it to always have power. And I don't want to have to add in a plug-in chime. I think that looks ugly. And I like just the normal doorbell that like my house was built for.
Yep.
So like you can pair it with Echoes as well, but I don't want to do that. So I'm recommending that one.
In your budget, did you factor in the $20 you have to pay to buy the new transformer you have to install and hunt down in your basement?
So I live in a newer home, so I didn't have that issue. But
fancy pants.
Again,
doesn't that come with it?
The transformer? No.
You get this little thing that goes in with the chime.
The battery.
That'll work. But if you didn't have the right size transformer, then no, that one.
Oh, I didn't have to do that either.
But like the range is pretty good. If your house is built like, I want to say 90s or later, you should be fine.
What's wrong with my house? Mine was built in 2000, and I had to buy a new transformer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's weird.
Shocking.
And that's not normally the case, but there you go. And then let's see. I was able to add a robot vacuum, the Eufy with LiDAR. So my big thing is that like if you're going to buy a robot vacuum, the minimum you should spend is like $250, I think. Well, sometimes this stuff's on sale, so you can get it for less. But like, you got to have LiDAR. Otherwise, the classic Roomba just bounces out the wall, finds all your cords and eats them, gets stuck, gets trapped in bathrooms, and it's not really saving time. So you're always like rescuing the damn thing. So get one with navigation. At the time when I did this, Eufy was the best bang. And it was $250, but like right now we got all these deals going on. So I found multiple options, either Eufy or Shark or even Roborock. But at the time I did this, I went based off a retail price. I picked the Eufy. And now keep in mind, you can get deals. And so you might be able to save a lot of money. But yeah, that's it. And then anything you have left over, I'm thinking you get more Echoes and more switches.
So, okay.
So
how many switches?
New Spot here, by the way.
What do you think of the Spot?
On Prime Day, I think it's a great deal because it's $44 here in the U.S. right now. I don't know that I would pay whatever the retail is going to be. That seems a bit much. But it's a nice middle ground between just like the Pop and the Dot and then the Show 5. Like I hate the Show 5. The Show 5 is like the worst because it's too small of a screen to like do what I want it to do. Like you would jump up to the 8, you're better off. And then the ads are just out of control. So I don't really care for the shows right now.
Even though you had it.
But this one, there's not enough room for an ad. It doesn't display ads yet.
Hey,
it's just the clock,
don't doubt
calendar,
them.
and the weather.
I feel like you're challenging them to put an ad in there. they have a lot of highly paid people.
Video. Yeah, I did this explainer video of like how to turn the ads off. And then they like went another step forward and made the sponsored content that you can't turn off yet. It's regional though. So like you'll see like people drop in the comments like, oh, you're stupid. You don't know how to turn it off. Like, no, I'm the guy that like created the tutorial about how to turn it off. Trust me, I know how to turn it off. But in our region, they just rolled this out and you cannot turn this off.
You know what?
So it's very frustrating. But it's not in every area. So if your area doesn't have it yet, consider yourself fortunate. But be warned, don't buy a bunch of extra 5s and 8s because they're getting loaded with ads.
You should feel good, Brandon. I feel like there was probably a team of engineers who are making $500-600 an hour that saw your video and were like, we gotta figure this out. You can't have people
They were getting sneaky before, though.
Get a
They would add
workaround.
more. They would do an update, and there's like adding more features, and they would like default to toggle to be on. Because like I already turned the ads off, and then I'd go back and be like, "Oh, this is a new one. This
It's a
is like
different ad.
they're calling it recommended content or whatever." Like, oh, opt out of that. That worked for 2 weeks, and then the next update or whatever. You know.
Yep.
The problem is that they're running that program at a loss. So at like some point, they either need a subscription or something. Like it's a very weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a loss leader for Amazon.
No, it'll have a
I feel like
subscription
because
at some
there's
point.
so many ads on it to begin with, like I feel like I just find myself not looking at it a lot of times in my house. You just walk by it all the time.
Yeah. So the Echo Hub currently doesn't have ads, and it brings me great joy to walk by and see pictures on there, the pets and trips that we've done and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so hopefully that doesn't get corrupted with ads as well. And then the Show 15, I haven't noticed as many ads, but maybe because it's so big that I'm just looking at the photo and not the ad in the corner or something. But it's the freaking 8 and the 5 that I'm noticing it the most. And I've had my 10 unplugged for the longest time because the swivel is a gimmick, and I don't know. I just wasn't doing it for me.
I got you.
I got an idea for new merch. I got a new idea for new merch, but you talked about your robot vacuums. You get a T-shirt that says "Robot Vacuum Lifesaver" on it. So, lifesaver, yeah,
Lifesaver. I like it.
No, robot vacuum lifeguard, like a lifeguard.
Lifeguard, yeah. So I'm like always testing them, which is fun. I enjoy it. It's not a complaint. It's a real first world problem here,
Right.
But it's like they're all, like my wife is like, you got to go maintain your robots because so they're always like in trouble. And now it's outside too because I got the lawnmower ones going. Like right on my window right here, I can see one that it's just stuck. Like it ran up on the garden bed somehow. So
they're not as smart as like if this is what AI is. If this is our AI future is robot vacuums, we're in big trouble. Like they just, although I have one right now that I'm testing. The video's coming out next week. I can't say what it is, but it's pretty good. Like the vacuuming itself is it's okay, but like it's smart. It hasn't gotten stuck yet. Shockingly, it gets everywhere it's supposed to. I know. I'm like, holy cow, this is like better than the one I have. That's a lot more money. So this is yeah, kind of nice.
Have you noticed that some of the flagship models, like the newer models, are actually worse than the old ones? Like they like remove some features, and then now all of a sudden they're like running over things again, grabbing cords or getting stuck.
Well, I feel like it happened with a firmware update that I got with the other one I have. Like it got dumber, like legit got dumber. It's doing things it did not do.
Like, reminds me of the Tesla when I had the full self-drive beta on my last Tesla. I don't have it on my current one, but yeah, they do an update. And I was like, man, the car got dumber. Like it's trying to drive on the shoulder now. What the hell is going on? This isn't cool.
Like maybe I'll put
one
up
step forward, 2 steps backwards.
I'll edit in a copy of the map of the the expensive vacuum that's gotten dumber. Like it's drunk. It's absolutely, it doesn't do any straight lines. It's just all just like, I don't know what it's doing.
Drunk on power.
It is drunk on power. It knows there's nothing I can do about it. So, all right. So there's your home.
Probably still less time. It's probably still less time, all the maintenance you have to do versus actually vacuuming or sweeping.
Oh, for sure. Again, these are first world problems. Like this is like, I shouldn't complain, but
But you will.
We got a ways to go.
We wouldn't have a show. If there's nothing to complain about, we wouldn't be doing this. So.
Likes, comments, concerns, like come on.
I think it's a good list. I like it.
So,
I mean, I feel like $1,000 is still not enough to kind of get where you want to go, which is.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do any cameras. I felt like if I were to get a hub, then I was giving up too much other things. That's why I went with like a Amazon hub where it's just kind of built in. No security system, nothing outside the house.
Yeah, so my
vacuum is acceptable, but like. Could do better.
That was my biggest surprise, the vacuum. Like for me, $1,000, there's no way I'm putting a vacuum in. It's nice, but it's not life-changing, at least in my book, that it would be worth. I would rather have a bunch of switches over a vacuum. So
yeah, you have a wife.
I do.
Just joking. I sweep as well and vacuum.
I don't. Okay, listen. And we've had this conversation, I think, before. It's not that I think my wife should do all the vacuuming and the sweeping, it's that her tolerance for filth is lower than mine. So I don't even know it's dirt. Like I'm like, wow,
So it
our
gets to
floor
her
never.
threshold before it gets
Right.
to yours.
It's like our floor like never gets dirty. I don't know how that happens. It just never. It's never ever in 10 years we haven't had a vacuum. This has never been dirty, and just because she does it before I even know it's.
Guys, let me tell you something. There's this basket of clothes. I put dirty clothes in it, and I come back, and it is gone, and it's clean. It's put in my drawer. I don't know how it happens, but it's the greatest thing ever. It just
The
happens.
same thing works for dishes. I love that skit. I was literally just going to ask you guys if you've seen that. So
That
priceless.
honestly, my wife and I have been married 16 years, and we still don't do each other. We do our own laundry. We have each have our own baskets.
all right.
Yeah, it's great. Otherwise, she would do all the laundry because again, I wait to do laundry until I literally don't have anything to wear, and then I'm like, I better do some laundry. We'll share occasionally. If I have I have some room, I'll throw in some of hers, and she'll throw in some of mine. But yeah, it's best for everybody.
We're only at 5 years, and we both do our own laundry, but I do it like once a week. But I also am kind of like Steve Jobs. I don't know if you guys notice. I'm always wearing like the same thing. But trust me, I have multiples, and multiples in the same color. But it makes it so much simpler. It just
Damn, Brandon's wearing the
pull off
same
the polo,
shirt every
put-
podcast.
right.
Me
So
too.
this is actually an Amazon Basics polo, and I have I think 10 of them
Wow.
in various colors, but multiples of this one and multiples of like the black and multiples of the heather gray or whatever. Because it's just like it works for everything. Nobody, a tech guy, like nobody
Basic
cares.
Brandon. That's what he is. He's
I guess
basic
it's a
Brandon.
good way. Yeah, I guess it's a good way to avoid any confrontation about laundry altogether. You just avoid it completely. So you're just like, you do yours, I'll do mine, and we never fight about it ever.
Well, there's still fights though, because like if you leave it in there, like forget about it, or like you don't clean the lint thing, or you do it at an inopportune time where it's noisy, or they wanted to use it at that exact moment somehow. There's always going to be a reason to fight.
I like our podcast turning into like therapy, couples therapy. After
Yeah.
It is. Hey, we
Three
somehow.
men with a terrible perspective. I would
Right.
not listen to any of us for relationship advice.
Hey, so I got 16 years, maybe 17. I don't remember when I got married or what year it is.
I still wouldn't listen to any of us for relationship advice.
Make it work. Probably right.
Our wives and girlfriends are watching like, oh God.
Oh, they're definitely not watching.
definitely not.
Touche.
All right. So
Click.
good job, Brandon. You've did a nice work, except for the vacuum. But Vince, what do you got for us for your $1,000 smart home?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start off right off the bat with an AOTech Z-Wave Smart Things Hub. Same as my first, when I combined the two lists or made two different lists for last week, the one included that. I'm going to stick with that because I'm going to go ahead and make a Z-Wave home right off the bat. It's compatible with Z-Wave, Zigbee. It's got Matter
Zigbee?
built into it now. Yeah, Zigbee. You never heard of that?
It's the new protocol. Did you hear about this?
That's what you get when
They
you
combine the
after
Z-Wave
Matter.
and the
It's
Zigbee
after
in
Matter.
one super protocol.
No, he
You
bought it on
thought Matter was good.
Listen, I've
bought
been
Zigbee
drinking
on
tequila
Temu.
this morning. This is the tequila podcast.
I got that
So-
Zigbee. All right, tell us
We
about your
record in
Zigbee.
the middle of a day.
My next device is I did upgrade my lock just like Brandon did, but I'm a tried and true Yale lock person. They haven't been around as long as Schlage since trusted for dungeon lock since 1492 or something. But
Nice.
I got the Assure Lock 2 with the Wi-Fi. The one thing I like about Yale locks in general is that you can interchange the protocol with them with the little modules. So it comes with a Wi-Fi module, but you can plug in a Z-Wave module, so it's compatible with Ring security system or smart things. It's very interchangeable to kind of how you want to work it.
Nice. Does it come with all the modules, or do you have to buy the modules?
No, you have to buy them separately. They
course
run
it
about
does.
anywhere from like $20 to $40. Usually the ones I've picked up have been on eBay, to be honest, because these modules are kind of
Nice.
everywhere.
It's funny,
Um,
like you pitched this as a positive, and like I was talking to somebody about smart locks the other day, and I was like, I'd like Yale, but like I don't want to deal with the module, and so for that reason, I recommend these ones instead.
It automatically comes with a
each their
Wi-Fi
own.
module, though. So,
Yeah.
you can decide to do it later. The nice thing, like I was saying, you can with Ring.
With the Wi-Fi module, are you still having to put the like plug nearby though?
No, so a lot of with the Wi-Fi module. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you have HomeKit, it'll automatically integrate with HomeKit with the Wi-Fi module built in. So you don't have to have the separate little piece, but
Nice.
In order to access it when you're not home. But with the Z-Wave module, you can integrate it directly into Ring. So if you're looking at your doorbell, it will, like, you have an option on that screen to unlock your door directly from Ring if you're using the Z-Wave module. So
yeah, Schlage is the same way too, even with their Wi-Fi one. So any of the ones that like work with Ring, I think are worthwhile because it's so nice to just be able to do exactly what you said there. It's like, oh, it's the kid. Okay, let him in, or it's someone to walk the dog. I recognize this person. Yeah, or it's Pete, like doing the opposite. Lock the door.
Yeah, you can always add a Matter module so it doesn't work with anything.
Yeah, that's true. You can do that as well.
It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
So with that too, you can also like with the Wi-Fi module, I'm 99% sure, but with like Airbnb, you can put them together so that they can give codes to guests automatically versus you giving a guest a code if you do Airbnb stuff.
Nice.
That's one of the few ones, and that's a really nice feature.
The next one, I also upgraded my thermostat from the Amazon to the Ecobee Lite 3 Lite. I thought about the other Ecobee, the premium one, the new one that came out, but it has a lot of features that at $1,000 price range you just wouldn't take advantage of, like some like the security system that Ecobee has. I don't really care for the built-in Alexa. I think that's hot garbage. But and I have it turned off anyways on the one that I have, so I don't even use it. So it's annoying because you have like a red dot around the thermostat saying that Alexa's off. So
only on that version. The premium one,
I did get the Ring wired doorbell plus, just like Brandon did. Has a built-in or the use of the chime, and then it's compatible with both the AOTech hub and then also Ring or an Echo. I did get the Ring 8-piece alarm system as well. It does have a subscription, but I didn't include it.
Between using that versus and still having the initial AOTech hub, could you just use the Ring since it has Z-Wave and just use Z-Wave switches?
You could technically, but if you get a little bit more advanced, you can import your Z-Wave motion sensors and contact sensors directly into SmartThings. You have to use like a workaround, but you can basically dual purpose them for your security system and then also for like in-home automations. So
that's pretty slick
too. And I've done that before. It's a little easier with Home Assistant to do that, but you can do it with SmartThings as well. And that the 8-piece comes with the base station, comes with one motion sensor, I think 4 contact sensors, and then the keypad, and then the listener, which is sweet. You know, a lot of times you don't have to go out and buy really expensive like smoke detectors or CO2 detectors. With the Ring system, it has a listener that you put right next to your smoke detector, and it'll automatically notify you if either one of those are going off. So you don't have to spend the extra money on if you have an integrated system in your house, you don't have to spend the money on expensive Z-Wave or whatever smoke detectors. And then I got the Amazon Echo Hub, the 4th generation one, just for voice assistant. And then with the remaining money that I had, I bought some Zooz switches, dimmer switches. I think I can get 4 of them.
What'd you price those out at?
Well, if I go through their website, they are $29 bucks.
Same price. Okay.
And that's before sale.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
That's pretty good. I like it. Very similar to what I did, but you went with a hub instead of relying on Amazon and then no
And I didn't
robot
get a vacuum.
Instead, you got a security system. So, oh, that's really good.
Couple
I like that
switches.
you went with Zooz switches. I would have liked to have gotten to that, but I need Zigbee instead of Z-Wave, and yeah, price point wise, I went with in Brighton. So a little bit more basic, but very easy to set up. The Zigbee with Echo is like super easy to pair.
So yeah,
Most
I
time
mean,
they
I
I
think
think
just
yours is
auto-connect as
more
well.
advanced. Yours is probably easier to expand on too. If like people are trying to do more automations because you've got a more robust hub, you've got all the sensors and stuff. So I
Yeah.
like it.
yeah, definitely poised to expand for sure.
Grow. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys spend a lot. You guys like your Ring doorbells and you like your thermostats. That is clear. That is something.
Great minds think alike.
Well, greater
And Pete
minds.
got 1/5 of a Yarbo. That's it.
Oh, if only.
Him and his 4 neighbors got
That's
a
right.
Yarbo.
We got together. I would like. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? Get a how
Just goes right down the street.
like okay. Honestly, could you have how big of a yard could a robot lawnmower handle, Brandon? Like if I had 3 neighbors, right, and we had called it 1
That one's
yard.
5 acres.
I mean, I think that could work.
Would that work?
The Yarbo's 5 acres.
The biggest one is like a acre, right?
No,
5
the
acres on the
Yarbo is
Yarbo?
5 acres.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
we're all getting.
So that's
nervous.
like a lot of neighbors then.
yeah, that's
You
like
could all just pile
That's
in.
like the whole block
The whole block,
here
yeah.
in Minnesota. So a typical lot around here is a third of an acre. So you could get quite a few
I get
homes.
15 of my neighbor. Oh my gosh, we spend like $10 a piece and we get a Yarbo. It's awesome.
You'd have to like pick ones that are within the range or whatever though, because that doesn't have to like connect, or does it have GPS or how? I'm not familiar with
It
how
has the same
communicates with data.
It has the same GPS device that you mount on your house or in your yard that connects up with the Yarbo, just like the Luba.
Okay.
Can't remember
Yeah,
the
the
name
two
of
that
the
I've
thing.
tested
It's
so
called.
far have not had the pole or whatever with the additional thing. I wonder if that would help with accuracy and with, yeah. There's been some issues.
Like the one sitting in front of your house right now. Stuck.
Exactly. It's like if it just gets off like a little bit, it kind of really skews things. So
I feel like with the mowers, it's just like the vacuums where like you don't really want to pick up any vacuum that doesn't have LiDAR on it for the most part.
Mhm.
Like it's,
Mhm.
I think it's
For sure.
should be like a standard thing, GPS.
So, Vince, I'm a little surprised by your list here, honestly, because last time you said, okay, if I was going to, you did 2 homes. You said one was if I have $500 to build off of, I'm starting here and building off of it. You said, I'm getting a hub and a bunch of switches. And you got it to $1,000 and you have like 4 switches. Like, you can feel like, I thought you were going with a whole bunch of switches. I thought you were basically doing what you had last time plus a dozen switches.
But I mean, I guess it depends on the house, right? Like, I mean, if you're in an apartment, you maybe got like 4 or 5 switches, maybe 10. But at this point, I was like, well, at $1,000, I feel like you're kind of in, like you're bought into smart home, so you're going.
Mhm.
Like this isn't it. This is just the beginning of your addiction.
All right. I hear you. I
think that is very, very true. And then, yeah, what's nice too is that you can upgrade as you go, as your budget allows too. It's a very good foundation to build off of. And then you can get that $1,000 robot vacuum next year.
Yeah.
When your budget's doubled.
There you go. All right.
Maybe
well,
that's a preview of the next episode. We'll see.
Yeah, we're going to keep. I hope you guys are liking this because we got 10 more episodes of this series. We're adding $500 a week for the. No, we got a few more.
Ridiculous.
We got a few more, but
Man, $50,000 budget.
hey, trust me.
What's crazy on the luxury side that actually wouldn't even go very far.
Even like I've already kind of priced out. If I got everything I wanted to DIY, I'm like, I think I could get easily top $50,000. So
You think so? That's
well,
got to
yeah.
be including like theater equipment, TVs, or something.
So
though.
yeah, well, I mean, if I just put my golf simulator in, that's $50,000 right there. But
Okay, call
maybe
somebody, yeah. And you obviously got a Yarbo in there.
Yeah, I was
Right.
gonna say.
Well,
Pete's
how
like a
many
one-hit
Yarbos?
wonder, like 10
Well, here's the
grand,
deal.
one purchase.
I'm getting 10 yarbos, and I'm just mowing I'm charging the neighbors to mow their lawn, right?
That's
I'm
an
becoming-
investment.
Sounds like a
becoming
good
lawn
business idea.
service, a yarbo lawn service. It's gonna be awesome. Move on to my house, I guess. The last one on the block, my $1,000 house. I only kept 3 things from my $500 home. I kept the Eufy lock. Seems fine, right? It's fine. I don't need anything more than fine for a lock. As long as it works, it works. And then I kept the Echo Pop for my
The safety and security of his family is worth $100.
$100. Exactly. This has been well established. I got more important things to deal with here, people. Which we'll get to in
He
a
can
second.
make more
So, yeah.
children,
Save him from the
everybody.
Yarbo.
See, this guy gets it. This guy gets it.
He has the technology.
All right. So we got my Eufy C10 Wi-Fi smart lock, and then the Echo Pop in my son's room, and each of my kids still get their LED strips from
You
Govee.
upgrade him to the Spot? Jeez, come on.
Well,
it's on sale right now.
Man.
I budgeted $40, so that's $40 right now, right?
Okay.
There we go.
You
Okay.
budget, they won't be
44.
around very long with the luck.
You know what?
he's got.
I have $8 left over. My total is $9.92. So all right, we're upgrading to the Echo.
Well,
Whatever
that's right. We're going off a retail price, so
crap.
no, you're
Back to
over budget.
Back to the Echo Pop. Okay. All right. So that's what I kept.
The pop is good.
It's fine. It just all it needs to do is for my son to be able to turn the lights on and off with his voice in his room and maybe listen to some music. That's all I care about. So he's got that. All right.
To teach your kids some lessons. Some
My other
life
son
lessons.
has a phone. How to flip a switch.
Oh,
you know?
that's a good compromise.
Here we go. All right. So I did go with a hub. I did for my $1,000. I got the Habitat Elevation C8 hub, not the Pro. If by the way, if
Not
you
the
look-
Pro. There was a really good video on that just came out. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
the voice may be
Actually, I did see
familiar,
it.
but so
There's
here's
a couple
the reason.
haters in the comments, but it's
Here's-
still good.
Here's the reason. Here's the reason. The Pro. If you're buying a hub right now, get the Pro. It's totally worth the upgrade. But if I'm sticky with just the things I have in my $1,000 budget, I don't need the Pro. There's not that much stuff or that much automation. The regular C8 will be fine. But if I was going to expand on this, definitely the Pro is what you want to do. So I saved myself $50 by not going with the Pro, went with the C8, and then I got a little Zooz happy. So they work well with the Habitat. I got 6 switches. The Zen 71 800 switch. Those are $29 a piece. By the way, the Habitat Elevation Hub is $150 retail price. So, okay. So I got 6 switches for $20 a piece, 1 dimmer for $30. And then I also got we'll get to that. So those are the first 2 Zooz things I got. I also have a fan controller. Zooz doesn't have one that I saw. So I got a Leviton fan controller for $55. This is for our bedroom. This is my wife's favorite automation, is that we have the fan automated. And then I got, at home right now, we have Lutron Picos to control it by the nightstand, which is awesome. But I don't have Lutron, so we went with the Zen 37 wall remote that will serve that same purpose. You can program that to turn the
Those are nice.
fan
By the way, you
controller.
can use the Zen. I want to say it's a Zen 14 double relay switch in your ceiling for the ceiling fan.
Like if you have a fan.
Instead of, would that do the speed control and everything too?
No, just on and off.
Yeah, see, got to do the speed control. So that's why we went with the Z-Wave fan, the Leviton fan control, and then we got the remote by the nightstand. So, and then last time I got a bunch of sensors too. So I got went with Third Reality for the sensors. We got some motion sensors, 4 motion sensors for $20 a piece, 7 contact sensors for $16 a piece, and 3 leak sensors for $17 a piece. Those are all Zigbee sensors. I have not used the contact or leak sensors from Third Reality. I do have the motion sensors, and they're fine. There's nothing fancy about them, but they work. They stay connected.
They do what they say they're going to do.
They do what they say they're going to do.
Reliably, I guess that's important. Reliability. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it doesn't
And good
like-
battery life.
Yeah, it uses regular batteries too, AAA batteries. So you don't, it doesn't.
So you don't have to buy the little flat ones. That's neat.
Exactly. So it doesn't, give temperature or anything fancy like that. It just does motion, but that's what we'll just put those in the bathroom and a couple other places, and we're fine. So I also have one of those. I also got a Zooz tilt shock sensor for the garage door, which I last time I said I want something to sense if the garage door is open, but I didn't have a way to shut it because my budget didn't allow. But now I was able to get a relay, which was a dry contact relay from Zooz for $27, so I can also automate the garage to shut if it senses that it's open past the time you want. So we're happy. We're not gonna get stuff stolen out of our garage. Life is good there. And I'm building like this super robust house, and you guys are jealous already. But I got more. I still got more because I'm a thrifty shopper right here, right? Because I don't care about the cameras. Number one, that's my window right there. I can see out the front door. So if somebody's there, I can just go so I can see who's actually there. So the camera with the doorbell thing, not a big deal to me. The temperature thing, also, it's nice. I have an Ecobee. It's nice, but someone's almost always home here, so it doesn't get as much use as you think it does. So I just felt that was not necessary. We've got the dumber ones that you can set a time so it goes down at night and day. I mean, that's good enough until I get a higher budget. So higher budget definitely wants.
So you don't have any presence sensors with yours?
Well, here's the problem with the presence sensors for the Ecobee. Well, okay, I do have a presence. It came with one, which isn't totally enough for the house that I have. And you can do presence sensor using your phone and stuff. One of my kids doesn't have a phone, so it messes up the whole system if he's home alone.
How often is he home alone?
Oh,
all the time with Pete.
All the time, right?
Fair enough.
Like here's
he
unlimited.
Works from home, but when his kid's home, he just leaves the house.
Right. Here's some uncensored internet. Have fun. We're going out tonight. That's what we do.
Something tells me that's not
Stay
true.
away
But,
from vans. People giving you puppies and candy. So
right, good. Exactly. See,
those are my favorite.
Listen, he survived. All right, he's fine. We're all fine.
So far,
everything is fine.
Life is good. So I got two more things as part of my house here. I got 4 Sengled colored Zigbee bulbs. They're only the 60-watt ones, but I needed bulbs for the front of my house. I love the colored light bulbs in front of my house that I can program for the different holidays and all that sort of stuff. So Sengled
to track the kidnappers.
To track the kidnappers, right? So
no, to attract them to your house.
To attract them. Like, yeah. Well,
we're gonna go to the house with the colored bulbs.
Exactly. Now you know where, and we have no cameras, so no, you're not going to get caught because we have no cameras and a cheap lock on the front door. So, hey, welcome, bad guys.
Welcome to Pete's house.
The party's right here, and still no lock on the back door, so you're fine either way. So we got, So I got the fun color bulbs in the front of my house, and that'll be a lot of fun. I can program that with my Habitat, and then the last thing I got was a ratio, an 8-zone sprinkler. Now, that goes over my budget. It's $160. We have one. It's awesome because I don't like messing with that stuff. So it just figures it all out automatically. It's great. Now, it's $160. That went way over my budget. But if you live in Shakopee, we have a 90% rebate on automated sprinkler systems. So in total, I got that for $16, and that's actually true. I did that last year. I got a new sprinkler system for $16, and it's great, and that fits in my budget, $992. That's a great home.
Also, too, I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about this either, but the Ecobees, depending on your power company, you can get a rebate, or they'll even provide it for you for free. So I think with XL, I got one free for my business.
You got free, really?
But I already had, completely free, and they installed it too. I don't have to do anything. XL.
Yeah, a lot of utilities will offer that, and that they have the ability to turn you off during the hottest time when you want to use it the most. So for that reason, I'm out. I like to be in a nice, comfortable 72 degrees.
Yeah, I hear
I will pay the extra money. Thank you very much.
Again, Brandon is destroying our planet as he's wont to do for his own personal comfort.
Yeah, with my solar and my electric vehicles. And now I'm just going to trigger all of those people. They're going to hate me for why my battery apparently isn't sustainable, even though they have cell phones and laptops that use the same battery. But
Mine is steam
children
powered.
are mining us allegedly.
I have a steam powered cell phone.
Yeah,
It's glorious.
So this is brought to you by the same people that say that like Amazon, those things are listening in, but they have a damn cell phone that they carry with them 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
It is very much stealing all their information, tracking them.
And has a lot longer than Amazon has.
Yes.
there is no privacy.
No, that's very good. I think you did a lot. You guys both have way more sensors in your $1,000 homes than I do, and I feel like that's going to unlock more potential going forward with automations and stuff. Whereas mine is more focused on like, I just want to save a little bit of time, comfort, that type of thing. Probably not going to get as advanced with the automations. Mostly just like voice control and peace of mind from pulling things up on your phone, but it won't be any emotion or
Yeah. So
that type of thing.
for me, I got the switches. They're mainly going in, like the bathrooms and the pantry and the like the lights outside. Like I never remembered to turn the lights on outside of my house until they were automated. Just not a thing I did. So those are automated. The things I forget to do or turn off, those are automated. The main rooms are not going to have any automation or switches at this point. Couldn't afford that, but just make it. I was all about making my life easier and doing the things that I don't remember to do, like water my lawn. I had a manual one that was terrible. It had quasi automation, but now I have one on my phone that I could, and it just figures it out. The ratio is great. You should all get one if you can get it for $16. It was a wonderful, wonderful purchase. So yeah,
I think you had a good list. I think it proves like kind of as each of us go through each of our $1,000 lists, there's like different things that each of us prioritize about what we think is important. But I think there's like probably some overall themes about just quality of product across them versus, I think the idea is like get what you want or get what you think is going to be good, but make sure you're picking up some good products that aren't going to pull your hair out over.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody went with cheap stuff. Nothing that's like powered by Tuya or anything like that.
It was tempting.
Nothing reliant completely on the cloud. I mean, cloud services in there, but like would still function without the cloud. So that's good.
Yeah. So I went totally no Wi-Fi devices in mine. If you like, once I got to $1,000, I'm like, I'm getting rid of those stupid Wi-Fi switches. But I definitely did quantity over.
Yeah, incoming ads from Amazon.
See, I told you. It
started already. It didn't take long.
I told you.
Alexa, what's the notification?
One new notification from Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for Maple Grove. It'll be in effect from July 13th,
That's not an ad, though.
2 p.m.
I guess
July
CDT
13th.
until July 14th.
That's a life-saving
8 p.m.
announcement is what that is.
Okay, we're going to allow it. I thought it was going to be, hey, did you remember to get more cat food?
I have some
By the way,
suggestions in your cart.
It's going to be really hot. Cool down with these popsicles from Kemp's. Anyways, that was a lot of fun, guys. Stay tuned for the next part of our series. We're doing what, $2,000? $2,500?
$2,000.
$2,000 for our next home. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. Check that out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.